Look, I know you just wanna fuck me for my fame, girl, don't you?
It's been a minute, but I'm back now. I broke it off with my little baby. You don't get me, drive a nigga crazy.
So here's my clip that I'm gonna use. It's a random video I got off YouTube, but I think it's a good clip because there's mountains and there's high contrast between the mountains and the sky. And the mountains, he's like cut off in half by the mountains and the sky, and that's what Young Pinch was. And so what they did in the video was just mask out half of Young Pinch and then just put it in the background. So I'm gonna do that. A thing to note is you should be shooting in 4K resolution, because it allows you to zoom in more and without pixelation. You'll see in this video, since I downloaded it off YouTube in 720p, if I zoom in, it's going to be pixelated and there's going to be zooming in this, in this thing. So make sure you shoot in 4K. It allows you to zoom in. Alright, so that being said, let's get on to the tutorial. So first thing you want to do is you're going to want to mask him out, and I already did that to save you guys time. So I already chose my mask, and here's what it looked like. I just did it really fast. It's not that good. And that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So now what you want to do is you're going to want to let me do this. You're going to want to insert new video track, and then you're going to want to copy this layer over, and so you're going to use that for layer. So just put it to the side, and I'm just going to take the mask out of him. But let's go to the original. So you're going to want to insert a new video track. You're going to want to go and get your overlay. I'm going to use this orange sky like they did. And here's what it looks like. It's a video, but I'm pretty sure they just used a picture. I'm going to go over to the left. Actually, no, before that, I'm going to go select the bottom clip, go to my video effects, search up black and white, and then drag 100% on to the clip. So he should look black and white. You can also use desaturate, but I think black and white just works best. This is like a crucial step in the process, so make sure you do this. If you don't, you're going to run into problems. So once you do this, you're going to want to go to the compositing mode and then select any one of these. It all depends on what overlay you're using and if you put black and white or not, and if your layer is like parented and all these things. I'm going to click on overlay, and it brings up this, and then now I can bring this down to about 65%, and this is what it looks like. But since there's black in our image and like in our overlay, we can't really chroma key that good because it's going to get part of the mask in it. So what we can do is, if you have, it all depends on the colors you're going to use. Since there's not really any green in it, so I'm just going to put a green solid underneath it and pretty much make a green screen out of it. And then I'm just going to render it again, and then I'm pressing the Control M. Render it. Should be pretty fast. And then he should have a green screen. Now what we can do now is just chroma key out the green screen. And where's the green screen? Chroma key out the green screen. Like that, even though there's a little bit of green left. Now we can put it on top of this clip, and there might be a little green highlight, which is just a bad chroma key. Oh, this is on add as well. No, it's on. Okay, just might be a bad chroma key. If I here we go. Oh, I guess it's just completely green. Okay, like that. And that's our effect. So now what we want to do is we're going to want to make this guy bigger. This is a scuff tutorial, guys. Sorry about that. We're going to make our top layer bigger. And then here comes the pixelation. This like warpiness is from the chroma key here, because I didn't really do that good of a job. But this pixelation you see here, that's just me rendering it in. It was actually rendered in 1080p, but it was compromised of not 4K footage, just to say. So I can't really zoom in, or else even he starts getting pixelized. Like, it's just not good quality. So I'm gonna bring this zoom out real quick. to about that. He just needs to be bigger himself. And then since I don't want to mess my chroma key up, I want this to be right here, and I need to go to over here to the right or to the left, track motion, and then now I can freely move this layer to where I want it, which is like right here. He can be a little bit smaller. I mean, yeah. There we go, that's fine. So now what we need to do, and then delete all these excess layers, we're going to need to insert a new video track and then copy this bottom layer. Oh. That's the thing, hold on. Okay, hold on guys, I need to... Okay. There's a keyframe I'm missing. Anyways, so I guess we'll just worry about this. So now what we need to do is just copy this layer on top of this one. And since now there's two ways to do it, I can mask out all of this sky, and then just put the layer underneath it, or I can chroma key it, but the thing with problem with chroma keying is his shorts are blue, so it's gonna get part of the blue. Chroma key here, boom. That's exactly the blue I wanted, and then he's underneath the green, which is I wanted it too. But maybe let me get this blue. Let me do this. Okay, bring that out. Okay, now he's behind the trees, and then I bring this opacity down a little bit, and if I move this adjustment layer to the left, we will have behind the trees to the left. We have the same effect. Hold on, let me delete this. Hope not that. Okay, we have this effect, and that's pretty much the same effect. Now again, he looks all pixelated because it's not a 4K video and he can't really zoom in. Also, I did a really bad chroma key and a really bad mask, so take your time on this to make it really look nice and crisp and good. I forgot another thing. The way he put it underneath him is he masked out him frame by frame, and so I guess we can do that as well. So since this is already masked, since I'm using the same mask layer, if I'm not mistaken, I am. I just copied and pasted the same mask on top of him, and what I can do is just put this on top of that, and then put this in the middle, and then I can move this around, right? Track motion, since I don't want to mess with the chroma key at all. Wait, I'm not, what am I doing? Sorry. Track motion, since I don't want to mess with the chroma key. He's going to be behind him, or should be. Okay, then do I have chroma key on this? Yep. And then take out the chroma key on that. And then since you catch my drift, so if I move this, so since this is not chroma keyed out, make sure you take off the chroma key. Make sure this is not chroma keyed out. He's not there. This is here because I didn't mask. I only masked this part out, and then not like this. So it should look something more like this, right? Or more like that. That's what they did. You can here and bring the opacity down. So it should look something more like this. But thing is, he masked this out. So take your time, keyframe on the masking. Sorry for this really rushed tutorial. I just wanted to bring this tutorial real quick. I'm just sorry. If you liked it, leave a like, and hopefully you guys learned something out of this. Alright, peace out later.